We have some major celebrity drama to unpack today. We're diving deep into the Kim Kardashian parenting controversy that has the internet absolutely losing it. Plus, we're getting the real tea on those Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble breakup rumors that had everyone talking. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one, because there are some wild takes coming from both sides. Let's jump right in. Okay, guys, let's talk about Kim Kardashian, because she is catching heat right now. I'm talking full-blown internet meltdown over North West's recent outfit in Rome, and it has turned into this massive parenting debate that nobody can agree on. So here's what went down. Kim and North were spotted walking around Rome, and North was absolutely serving looks with blue hair and a corset. Now here's where it gets messy. North is 12 years old, and people online were not having it. Actually, this whole thing got even more complicated when Kim appeared on Kai Cenat's stream. One of his friends asked North how old she was, and Kim seemed genuinely disturbed by the question. When North said she was 12, the guy was surprised, and honestly, a lot of people online were like, yeah, because she doesn't dress like she's 12. The internet immediately exploded with opinions. Twitter was going off, calling Kim out left and right, saying the outfit was inappropriate, too grown, and not age-appropriate at all. And guys, this isn't new territory for Kim when it comes to parenting criticism, especially with North. Here's the thing that everyone's been talking about for years. Kim has openly admitted she has a hard time standing up to North. This has literally been a whole storyline on their reality show. She wants to be North's friend more than her mom, and even her own sisters have called her out for it. Khloé has been particularly vocal about this. On an episode of The Kardashians, she straight up said Kim isn't strict enough with her kids, and that she runs her household completely differently. Khloé said Kim lets her kids get away with everything and that it's way too chaotic at Kim's house. And Kim doesn't even deny it. She's admitted multiple times that she chooses her battles with her kids and that it's hard for her to say no. In an interview with Parents Magazine, she confessed she's a total pushover and finds it easier to just give in than deal with tantrums or whining. But wait, it gets worse. Not only was North wearing what many considered an inappropriate outfit, but people also noticed she was casually showing off a dermal piercing on her middle finger. And let me tell you, the internet went wild. According to People magazine, they spoke with Brian Keith Thompson, who's a professional piercer and owner of Body Electric Tattoo in LA. He told them he requires clients to be 18 years old to get dermal piercings because it takes a level of maturity to get through the healing process. He also mentioned that while they're not dangerous, the only risk of a dermal on the finger is that it can be ripped out very easily. Now, some people were like, wait, what if Kanye let her get this piercing, not Kim? Because we honestly don't know for sure. But Kim is definitely getting most of the backlash right now. It's interesting because people were saying they'd be surprised if Kanye would let North act so grown, since he's previously spoken about wanting to protect his daughter and not wanting her to be like the Kardashians. He's even criticized some of their choices before. But then other people pointed out that Kanye is all about self-expression, so maybe he wouldn't say no either. The comments online were brutal. People were saying things like, Kim has to cave to North's demands and allows completely inappropriate clothing on a child, and Kim needs to dress North like Penelope, referring to Kourtney's daughter who dresses more age-appropriately. But here's where it gets interesting. Bethenny Frankel from Real Housewives actually stepped in to defend Kim, and her take was pretty compelling. Bethenny said she doesn't believe in criticizing people's children, period. She said, I don't care whose children they are, I don't care what they're wearing. She brought up how she didn't like it when people criticized Blue Ivy, Housewives' kids, or even her own child. But then Bethenny made some really good points about North's situation specifically. She said, she's Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's child. It's a pretty extraordinary parenting structure. She pointed out that Kim's parents are Kris Jenner, who was married to Bruce Jenner, who transitioned to Caitlyn Jenner, and Kim's biological father was the lawyer for the O.J. Simpson trial. Bethenny basically said you can't expect Kim and Kanye's child to wear ordinary clothing because nothing about their family is ordinary. She even joked that if they shopped at TJ Maxx, people would criticize that too. Her final point was that some kids really push back hard, and North is definitely Kanye West's daughter. She's giving Kim a run for her money.
So my daughter was just giving me her opinion on Northwest style. And many people are criticizing the parenting and what she's wearing, the corset. I don't believe at all in people criticizing people's children. I don't care whose children they are. I don't care what they're wearing. I didn't like it when they did it with Blue Ivy. I didn't like it when they did it with Housewives. I haven't liked it when they did with my own child. Kids are off limits. So even if the housewives, animals knew that kids were off limits, kids are off limits. But people are talking about the parenting and what she's wearing. She's wearing a corset, but you can't really see anything. She's 12 years old. My daughter was saying that she doesn't agree with the expense of the items she wears, the diamonds and the things like that. And my opinion is that she's Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's child. It's a pretty extraordinary parenting structure. Kim's parents are Kris Jenner, who was married to a man named Bruce Jenner, who transitioned into Caitlyn Jenner. So her stepdad transitioned into being her stepmom. Her biological father was the lawyer for the O.J. Simpson trial, representing O.J. Pretty extraordinary, not to mention her siblings. And I would say they all are a strong family unit. They travel together, they work together, they seem to love each other. I certainly was raised by animals. So I don't know that you would expect Kim and Kanye's child to wear ordinary clothing. Believe me, if they shopped at TJ Maxx, you'd be criticizing that. But I circle back to say she's preteen. She's going to get into the next couple of years, and they're very hard years, and the game moves pretty fast, and there's 4 kids there. It's like herding cats, not easy, no matter how much help you have, and if the help is raising your kids, that's not easy either, I guess. She's entering into the impact zone, and it's not for us to criticize anyone's kids, is what my true, honest opinion is. And some kids really push back hard, and she's Kanye West's daughter. She's giving her a run for her money.
Now let's switch gears because we need to talk about the Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble drama that had everyone convinced they broke up, but plot twist. They're apparently laughing about all the rumors. So the speculation started after several tense public moments. At Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter concert in July, people saw Kris walking away from a frustrated-looking Corey in the VIP area, and everyone was like, ooh, trouble in paradise. Then there was another reported disagreement at Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's wedding in Italy. A lip reader claimed Kris insisted on traveling alone via water taxi, which led to a tense exchange with Corey. The rumors got so intense that people were saying they were breaking up, and that Corey was even trying to get money from Kris for having been with her for so long. But then TMZ came out with an article completely shutting down these rumors. They said a source with direct knowledge told them that Kris and Corey are happy and going stronger than ever, and they have no idea where the rumors started. And about the money drama? TMZ said that particular rumor is freaking hilarious to the couple because they're both successful, and neither has ever supported the other financially. So the idea that Corey is seeking some kind of payday is apparently outrageous to them. This is actually really interesting because I think a lot of people assume Corey is only with Kris for money. So for them to come out and specifically say neither has ever financially supported the other, that's telling. They even had a public date night in LA last week, showing up arm in arm at an event, basically proving to everyone that they're still very much together. And here's what's crazy. Kris and Corey have actually been together since 2014, which means it's been over a decade now. Some people noted that's longer than most of Kris's daughters' relationships combined, which is honestly wild when you think about it. So between North's outfit controversy that really rocked the internet and Kim getting called out, to Kris and Corey proving all the breakup rumors wrong, the Kardashian world has definitely been busy lately. And that's the one thing about this family, they absolutely know how to stay in the conversation. But I want to know what you guys think about all of this. How do you feel about the internet's reaction to Kim's parenting? Do you think people are being too harsh? Or do they have valid concerns? And what about the Kris and Corey situation? Were you buying those breakup rumors? Drop all your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you enjoyed today's tea, and don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity drama. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.